What's going on? Stay in the middle with Pot Shot Boxing. Uh, just want to just finish watching the WBC uh, lightweight title fight between uh, the Reaper Lamont Roach Jr. and William L. Camaron Zepeda. Just watch the fight. I just want to kind of give an update on it. Um, uh, Tough night for DC's own Lamont Roach. Um, um, the first two rounds, Lamont, he came out flicking that jab, um, you know, doing the necessary work he needed to be done as he knew Cepeda was going to come forward with that pressure. But so the first couple of rounds, uh, Lamont was, pretty much doing his thing, but from the third round on, pretty much, uh, Cepeda stepped up the pressure. And, this fight was going to boil down to Cepeda's ultra aggressiveness versus, you know, uh, Lamont Roach's counterpunching and boxing. And we're just trying to figure out which one would have won today. Would have won that, uh, which style was going to win. And it just looked like uh, Lamont Roach just did not have an answer for the unbelievable pressure that Cepeda brought to the table tonight. It was pretty bad for Lamont tonight. You know, he said I think the announcer was like he got hit more in 9 rounds, more than in any fight of his professional boxing career. So Cepeda was really putting it on him. Um, I think Lamont just basically, there were a couple of things he was doing. He kept allowing himself to get on those ropes tonight. Um, Another thing that Lamont did, this is just my humble opinion, Lamont didn't invest to the body enough tonight. So when you got a freight train like Cepeda, who's just a energizer bunny, he just keeps on going. Um, there was no shots to the rib cage of Cepeda to try to stop the madness. But it just looked like whatever Lamont threw, because Lamont was getting his counters off. So he was catching Cepeda with some good shots as the fight went on. It's just that in the end, Cepeda was just walking through whatever spitfire that Roach was bringing. Whatever Roach was bringing to the table, uh, Cepeda was just walking through it. He was walking through it. Um, but I just think Roach should have invested a little bit more to the body, given that he was being outworked in this fight tonight. Cepeda was throwing. It looked like he threw like it's thousands and thousands of punches. But um, it was just one of those things where you know the pressure broke pipes tonight, and Lamont Rich just couldn't deal with the pressure. But in the end, he fought well. Hats off to Lamont. He fought well, fought to the end. He gave it all he got, as a true champion will. But in the end, it was William Cepeda who got the 12th round unanimous decision victory to capture the vacant WBC lightweight title. Um, hats off to Cepeda for a great game plan. Um, it was a good game plan for him to turn it on as the fight went on. He didn't necessarily turn on the pressure as much in the first 2, 3 rounds. He kind of waited and then kind of revved up the pressure, and it was Lamont just couldn't deal with it. Just couldn't deal with it. So, but hats off to Lamont, and I know he'll bounce back. He's DC tough, so I know he gonna bounce back for sure. Um, but as for Zepeda, sky's the limit for Zepeda now. They were talking on the post show, maybe him and Emmanuel Navarrete. Oh my gosh, that's another ultra aggressive fighter. You have Mexican versus Mexican in that one. If they were to do it, I would love to see Zepeda versus uh, you know Navarrete in the next uh, title fight. But let me know in the comments, Boxing World, what you think. Would you like to see who would you like to see Zepeda fight next? Now that he's a world champion, a well-deserved champion. Now WBC lightweight champion. But let me know in the comments what you think. I personally would like to see him fight Navarrete. That would be a wonderful fight. Wonderful fight for the boxing world. All right, this is Dana Miller with Pot Shot Boxing. Just want to, give y'all an update on what I just saw. All you can say is hats off to Zepeda, and sometimes pressure wins. That's the beauty of boxing. Sometimes one style doesn't win the night that you think's gonna win. But tonight, pressure wins. Tonight, pressure is celebrated. All right, but Danny Miller with Pot Shot Boxing. If you like this post, please like, subscribe, comment, and also share. All right, and also don't forget to hit that notification button when Pot Shot Boxing come out with new content. All right, thanks so much. Dana Miller with Pot Shot Boxing.